right, thank you, Noah. So this is Arkansas Broadband Leaders Network. Today is June 6th. And we'll be touching on a couple of updates around the BEAD program, digital opportunity. Then we're going to a presentation on our website. I'll try to do it as best as I can. It's a little bit wonky. I need to show two things at once. So I'll take you through an overview of the website via PowerPoint and then just demonstrate some of the actions that are going to be mentioned in the PowerPoint. So it'll be a quick update on BEAD today. And also, if you have questions, please feel free to send them in the chat. Quick update, the best case scenario with the BEAD program, bidding is ongoing currently, and we still have a similar goal of getting the final proposal submitted within the July to August timeframe. Got NTIA approval, Arkansas General Assembly approval, and grant agreement contractual agreements signed by ISPs, which are going to be TBD and fluctuate based off of previous activities. All right, digital opportunity updates. Since the cancellation or the discontinuation rather of the DE capacity program, what we need to do? We're going to need to be broadly resourceful, looking for private and mission aligned funding, leverage free existing resources, and be strategic, be resourceful with events and volunteers to move the work forward. Thanks to soon to be Dr. Jessica Parker, my digital opportunity colleague from the state of Nevada. She shared, I guess I wasn't able to attend that inclusion due to executive order, and she was able to share resources, all of the resources from Net Inclusion 2025, or let's say most of the resources from Net Inclusion 2025 via Google Drive. And I'm going to provide that for you just to highlight some things in there. If you want to, everything from, what is digital opportunity work to theory of change for digital opportunity work, formulating a program from scratch and guidelines, even to integrating artificial intelligence in a digital skills work. It's quite a few buckets that didn't go over an exhaustive list, but this would be a resource for all of our practitioners still looking to move the work forward. And so I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to view and review. If you have any questions, I'd love to have a sidebar with you and chat about some of the things that you could do. And so, brief reminder, we still are evaluating, exploring alternative options post discontinuation, and we'll look to start communicating as soon as we can on our next iteration of digital opportunity and digital skills related work. So I want to share an example really of a county or community being resourceful. With, I believe, the generator in Pine Bluff, they launched about a month ago. They launched a digital skills program, a device lending, device distributing program at the local generator in the city of Pine Bluff and broadly Jefferson County. They're hosting two classes, one targeting middle schoolers, that's in that the Generation A age range. Some research shows that they are really one of the first digital native generations, but they lack digital skills in using large screen devices like laptops and desktops. They're used to phones, tablets, and they're not used to work functions, which is, reasonable given the age range. But it's pretty cool to see an example of a community standing up a digital skills program, device distributing program in an area need with alternative funding. I believe they got funded through Rural Lisk in some capacity, but I'll look to confirm and maybe host them one day to talk about the work they're doing down in Pine Bluff. Also, um, agentic artificial intelligence is here. So the future is now. I am no expert by any means, but I thought this was newsworthy because of the implications and the potential use cases and the potential impact it could have on, Arkansas, but also society as a whole. I don't know if you've seen the clips on the news, but generally, agentic AI is artificial intelligence that can act independently of human prompt. Currently, previously, the landscape of artificial intelligence is you ask it a prompt or a question, and it performs the task based off of your prompt. Now, there with agentic AI, artificial intelligence now has the capability of responding to a prompt with a system of responses, so performing complex activities independently, performing complex activities while simultaneously self-improving and producing a unique work product with primarily on its own outside of human intervention. So I thought that was newsworthy. McKinsey and Co. The I guess they're a large consulting firm, just put out an article on it. So just to not be as not be as I don't know, I'm losing my words, but to basically think of it as a human being setting a prompt, and now agentic AI can perform a systematic task like loan underwriting independently of human intervention. It can give it a prompt and it can execute a complex digital marketing campaign while simultaneously self-improving and uh, iterating in and of itself. So that's newsworthy, and I implore you to dig into it on your own, and we probably should host someone to talk about some of these developments and what we're looking at in the future. Okay, so now I'm going to go over the Arkansas State Broadband website first. Just as a reminder, I'm going to go over slides and then I will look into a bit, then I'll go to the website and demonstrate. Okay, so quickly, what is it? It's our central hub. It's meant to be an asset for local governments, ISPs, committees, residents, all of our stakeholders around expansion and digital opportunity. It hosts a few of the programs that we manage, most notably the Arkansas Rural Connect Infrastructure Grant Program and the BEAD program that's currently ongoing. We have a host of mapping and data tools, dashboards, speed tests, how to submit a mission location form, county ISP dashboard, and our state broadband map. We have a few planning and strategy tools, our broadband toolkit, action planning guide that is meant to serve as a roadmap for local organizing. Our digital skills and opportunity plan limits all of our digital opportunity strategies that we look to implement over 75 counties. Highlights our community engagement strategies, our county broadband committee strategy, our Arkansas Broadband Leaders Network call, which we're on right now, and information on the our Arkansas Connectivity Coalition, our partners that help amplify our impacts across the state. It lists our workforce development strategies and digital skills tools. When those training programs get off the ground, this would be a hub to find when, where, what they focus on. Additionally, hosts our Fiber Academy, our broadband workforce development, institution, and connecting heartland job boards for people looking to get into the broadband workforce broadly. But for the people that graduate from the Fiber Academy to have tangible pathways to the workforce. It hosts Lifeline, our consumer support programs, and maybe a location for future resources that will be developed. And generally, how can you take action? You can sign up to form or join the county broadband committee. Uh, Hopefully, when digital skill strategies get off the ground, apply or support local grant proposals. Stay connected. Join our email list. Promote and promote lifetime enrollment via the application link. Okay, now I'm gonna transition. It's a bit wonky, but I'm going to transition now to going on the website and demonstrating some of the activities I highlighted. I'm going to turn off my camera uh, and stop sharing my screen now. Okay. All right, everyone should be able to see my screen now. This is our home page. Our central hub highlights our three pillars that we, say build the house of broadband: access, affordability, opportunity. Here, you can get access to our state broadband map. I'll go to a specific case there. Here, you can start a speed test. Ideally, if you are at the local community level and a person saying my internet is not acting right, you can look to verify, okay, am I getting the speeds that I'm paying for based on my broadband fact sheets that I saw when I signed up for my plan. In terms of access, we have some interesting information. And so with the ARC grant program, there were 3 rounds. Nearly all projects are completed or nearing, are very, very close to being completed. And I want to show our dashboard and link it to our state map to show you how a specific community can use it. So I'm pulling up this specific project in Bradley County. So if you're at the local level, committee, county judge, just a passionate citizen, or a support organization, if you may have heard or not about a project that was done, or you may have no idea about the work that had been done, prior to this year. But going to this dashboard, this is round two, and it's a SATCO organization. You'll be able to see total cost of a project, percentage completion based on ISP reports and verification from our office. And so you should be able to take that information. So this is Bradley County, Warren, the city of Warren. You should be able to see that information and then go to Warren and verify, was my address, was my business, was my community anchor institution involved in that project? Let's check. So we know that the Art Grant program was funded by AR Connect. It was a ARPA funded program. And we know the ISP that received the award. And we also know that the project should be complete. Let's see. Now, I believe the RCAS or the Vive internet would be the example based on the information above. The names may not match, but we know somebody received funding, gigabit tier, and from our dashboard, the project is 100% complete, and we can verify there is a gigabit tier project or gigabit tier service available at this location. So at this business location, so we see and know that this service is available at this location. So it's an interesting use case. And then if you want to take it a step further and get in contact with a particular ISP, you could use our ISP county dashboard and go to Bradley County, click on the particular ISP that received the award, and reach out to them if you have any questions, or facilitate a conversation through your local county committee. Going to our affordability page. Do not have a lot of resources at this point in time. The now concluded connectivity program, and we have the application to our Lifeline program is available here for parties that are eligible. There are some different eligibility criteria from the Affordability Connectivity Program and the Lifeline program, but the programs are similar in nature. Regarding opportunity, we have a lot on this page. You go everywhere from our digital skills and opportunity program. You can access training when that becomes available. Find broadband related jobs. Find the training programs to land those said jobs. And develop a broadband counter committee based on the toolkit, or join an active committee if necessary, as well as stay informed about all of our other initiatives on this page. And if you want, but this information is tailored for our ISPs that are currently participating in the program. If you want to learn all about the program, the different tranches, and all of the data collection, listing of unserved, underserved locations that will be impacted by the program, and all the technical assistance and application resources that your heart desires, you can have access to it here on the B page. So, in conclusion, I think we have a lot of tools and assets that the state and our stakeholders can leverage in this space of broadband development. You can join a formal county committee, apply for local grant proposals when they become available, stay connected with newsletters and promote lifeline enrollment, and host your own digital skills events. And so that's it from me today. I don't know if we have any questions in the chat, but
Wait.
thank. Hey, Steve, you had a question?
Yeah, I didn't know I was unmuted. I apologize. I thought I
Yeah.
was talking to an empty screen. I just have a question because Governor Sanders has highlighted the importance of leading in AI adoption to enhance government efficiency. But for small towns like Mulberry, the equipment to run such items is, it's a big barrier for us, which is creating an AI digital divide between us and the bigger cities. This, uh, the $30 per month user fee for ChatGPT is something that small town mayors can't do. And I did a little research and found there were 5 or 6 states that have taken part in either sharing the cost or partnering with Google, something like that, to help municipalities have access so that we can run better. Do you know if there's anything like that in the pipeline
So I think you are alluding to the need for Arkansas.
for the municipalities themselves to have AI? Like,
Yeah,
my population is 1,543, and I am personally paying for my own AI subscription because the city can't afford the $20 a month.
yeah. I mean, AI consumes a lot of data to leverage to leverage it and use it efficiently. I think Noah wanted to talk to you guys about exchange points and the potential need for it. So I'll let you go, Noah.
Yeah, so right now, a plan like that to kind of co-subsidize AI is not one of our focuses. We are focusing mainly on infrastructure and then basic digital skills due to the large amount of people in Arkansas who don't even have the skills to log into their email. But we are always looking for new programs and new opportunities to help further advance Arkansas. One of which being setting up, Cam alluded to it, we're looking into internet exchange points, which would help bear some of the load um, of stuff like AI development. But Steve, if you wanted to reach out to us via email, I'll type my email in the chat. We can definitely talk more about that because, like I said, just because we're not focused on it now does not mean we can't look into it for the future.
Yeah, thank you, Noah. Yeah, and now I understand where you're coming from. You know, as we get Arkansas up to speed with basic digital skills, this whole new thing will come and will take us 20 years in the future before we get everybody up to speed. So yeah, definitely something we're looking at. Yeah, no one has a no one has a question.
Hey,
We'll
Cam.
hang out. Yes, ma'am. Who am I speaking
Hey
with?
there. This is Sylvia Brown calling in on the line. Good morning,
Hey, Sylvia.
fellow
Good morning.
attendees. 2 questions. I wanted to know if the survey to the broadband committees is still open for responses. And secondly, I was wondering about the broadband office's use of the state's allocation for American Rescue Plan dollars to add a level of continued commitment to the digital equity, or I should say access and adoption. I was reading in Broadband Breakfast that ARPA dollars were utilized to assist some of the electric co-ops with their infrastructure. So wondered about the use of ARPA to extend the access and adoption goals for that three pillars, and what we as advocates can do to support you all in perhaps making the case to those decision makers. Thank you.
Yeah. To answer your second question, I need you to remind me of the first one, but regarding ARPA, a lot of um, the art grant infrastructure programs are funded through ARPA dollars. And we are again considering public funding, other public funding mechanisms to continue the digital skills strategy. May look a little bit different, but when it comes out, but yeah, we are actively strategizing on how to leverage existing funding that we manage to continue our strategies. Sylvia, remind me of the first question.
I asked whether the survey to county broadband committees was still open for response.
Yes, it is still open. Let me look at it. I think we need some more responses. Being frank. Yes, I believe it is still open. And matter of fact, I could we can put it in the show notes.
With the link to the survey or just
Yes,
what you got going? Oh, okay.
the link for the survey. Yes, we can drop it in the show notes for county committee leaders and stakeholders that are participating in our county committees.
Okay. Is there a threshold that you all are looking to have a level of responses? Say X% of
We'll yeah,
broadband committees?
we're looking at right now we have about 55 committees organized as per our records. We can get up to 30, get a majority of those committees to respond will be ideal. But we still need some more responses. I think there's a question in the chat. When I think this will be your question from Mayor of Etoa, Noah. You can answer that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Mayor McCollum. So we anticipate releasing uh, our kind of final proposal for public comment in July. That's where you'll be able to see which providers were awarded which locations. This is because we have to go through multiple steps and get a level of approval from the NTIA before we can make anything public. There's some strict confidentiality surrounding it right now. And there are a lot of moving pieces. So we are doing our best to get it to you guys in July. It's going to be a mix. The Arkansas process, we allowed for fiber providers, fixed wireless providers, other alternative technologies built into our application process. A full fiber build did get more points, but we also need to look at stuff like cost per location and simple reliability factors, what providers are in the area. So a lot of it is fiber. If I remember correctly, I think right now we're in the high 80%, maybe like 88% of the projects are all fiber, but that will be something that you'll find out when we release it in July.
Yeah, hang out for another minute or so. But if we don't have any other questions, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. And hopefully we have, something more exciting for you. Okay, I think that's it, and we'll see you guys then. Take care. Have a great weekend.